What's up, everybody? This is your boy Trayvon here with Scent Talk TV, and today I'm going to do a fragrance review on 3 fragrances from the house of R&C, Russell and Sierra Wilson. These 3 particular fragrances need a lot more hype and a lot more recognition because these are 3 beautiful fragrances that needs a lot of talk. Way more talk, I promise you. But without further ado, let's just jump into it. So we're going to start off with the original from the house of R&C. We have R&C Fragrance Duo. This is a couple-like type of a bottle that's magnetized and intertwines with itself like this. It's magnetized like this and comes together like that. Would sit very beautiful on your dresser. I like how this bottle looks. On the top of the bottles of the caps right here, you got C for women and R for men. Both of these together is 1.7 ounce bottles, which equates to 3.4 fluid ounces together. But I want to tell you about the pricings. Now, if you want to get these individually, these are $30 each on R&C Fragrance Duo's website. But if you want these together, these are marketed priced for $60 and some change. On their website, there's free shipping. I'm guessing depending on where you are, but in my area, it was free shipping for me. I don't know if it's a differential in terms of, you know, the shipping and stuff like that based off where you live. But for me, it was free shipping. If you're interested in this, these 2 are $60 and some change. Separately, it's $30 and some change. If I failed to mention of the concentrations, both of these are EDP concentrations, just like the other 2. So we're going to start off with the men's version. So let's show off the atomizer. The atomizer on this one is not bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty decent. It's not bad at all. What I get out of this fragrance is a beautiful fresh bergamot and a herbaceous black tea note that's also has a soft black pepperiness to the herbaceous black tea note that smells awesome. It's very warm. It gets warm in the top when it comes to the ambroxan. You know, the lavender and pear blossom as well as water lily in the mid is phenomenal smelling. It's powdery. You know, you get like a fruity floral note that's also masculine at the same time. Get a little bit more of a water aquatic type of a white floralness from that water lily. But once you get into the base, this is where it gets a little bit more animalic, a little bit more mature because you get some musk, vetiver, and patchouli. Patchouli is giving it a little bit more of a green dark added sweetness from the patchouli in the base. Dry, dusty, a little bit of a smoky accord from that vetiver, and that musk makes it a little bit more warm and dry and animalic as well as masculine. So overall with this one, from the original, the R for men version is outstanding. Overall, you just get this herbaceous, like citrusy, fruity of a black tea note as well as a warm, you know, fruity white floralness overall in this fragrance that smells awesome. The projection was good within an hour, a little bit between like an hour and a half. Set close to the skin, maintaining a moderate scent bubble, giving me like a sillage from 2, maybe 3 feet. So total longevity is a good 6 to 7 hours. I did receive a compliment from my old co-worker at my old job, and she said she did like this, but the next one that I'm about to present to you guys, she liked that one out of all the from the rest of the line. Out of the 3, she liked the next one I'm about to present to you way more than this one. She did like this one, but the next one is even dope in her eyes. Seasons to wear this, it has that, fruity white floral masculine fresh scent. There's a little bit soapy at the same time as well, if I didn't mention that. This is more suited for, spring and summertime. If you want to wear this in the fall and winter time, do what you do. It doesn't matter. But specifically, if you're asking me, I would say this is more suited for spring and summertime. Now, as far as age groups to wear this one, I'm pretty sure that any age group can pull this off, but as it dries out on your skin, it gets a little bit more mature for the older gentleman to appreciate. But it does have like that fruity, sweet, fresh, clean type of chords that, the older gentleman would appreciate and garner them compliments as well, depending on how you wear it. But this one here is more of an all age type of a scent, in my opinion. Okay, let's see what C for Women is banging on. The atomizer on this one is same as the men's version. You know, it's decent. It's pretty good. What an outstanding fragrance this is for women. I wear it for myself. It smells this good. But overall, this fragrance is a powdery, fruity, spicy vanilla with a dark, sensual, tangy red berry note that is outstanding in the opening. In the opening, you get the red berries and pink pepper and freesia. Get a little bit of a white floral powdery note from that freesia. And the red berries gives it, you know, a dark, tangy red, you know, fresh, sweet, spicy of a fruity note. Pink pepper is also like, you know, a spicy, sweet, you know, green type. It has like a green spiciness from that pink pepper as well. Transitioning to the mid, you get that jasmine. That jasmine, it gives you like a intoxicating, sweet, green citrusy note. And to my nose, that is amazing. Gardenia, green and floral at the same time. The peony gives it like a, you know, somewhat of a, you know, like a pink, rich, floral type of a accord coming from that peony. But when you get into the base notes though, this one, the vanilla, makes it a little bit more warm, a little bit more sweet and sensual and captivating as well. Cause you got that wooziness from, that woozy creaminess that smooths everything out. That saddlewood smooths everything out in this fragrance. The musk makes it a little bit more dry and animalic, making it a little bit more unisex. But overall, with this fragrance, it's feminine. So it does give it a little bit more of a unisex aspect in terms of that musk. But overall, creamy, like fruity, like a fruity dark berry that's creamy and white florals all over the place. That gives this fragrance a lot of dopeness. So with this one, I got 6 to 7 hours with decent projection, which I got like, you know, an hour to an hour and a half set close to the skin, but still maintaining a moderate good scent bubble. So the performance on me considering this one was quite nice. The seasons to wear this one, I would definitely say fall and winter time, because it does have a lot of hefty sweetness to this fragrance. But if you want to wear it in the spring or summertime or all year round, that's up to you, but specifically fall and winter time. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the original Fragrance Duo. I do like this quite a bit, but not as much as the other two, but I do dig this a lot. So up next, we have the flanker of the original. We have Fragrance Duo Harmony. You know, same style bottle, you know, same everything, just that this is gold. This is a gold magnetized bottle, which I do like more than the original because of the gold. Starting off with the men's version and the atomizer. The atomizer is pretty much the same. No different than the original, but it's pretty much the same. Compared to the original of the men's version, this one right here is a little bit more, take that same scent profile, make it a little bit more creamy, a little bit more sweet and smooth, and a little bit more captivating, a little bit more, you know, that'll reel you in, will bring you closer and closer, and the women around you will bring them closer and closer to you. You know, it's a little bit more sensual and smooth, creamy, and silky like, and it smells so good. And the reason why it gives you those accords compared to the original, because it has a note of ginger that's inside of here, as well as lavender, giving it some powderiness, and it has some ozonic juniper berries. Juniper berries gives it like that green like fruitiness that's earthy and kind of piney. But the main player in this fragrance to me is that ginger. That ginger is what makes this fragrance pop so well, because it's also warm, and you do have the note of cedar in here that gives it like a, you know, of a spicy wooziness coming from that cedar wood. So I think that ginger and that cedar wood is really what's making this fragrance pop a lot better than the original in terms of the men's version. This one here overall is basically like you take that, you know, that bergamot and make it a little bit more silky and creamy, sweet, spicy, and sparkly. And it smells so good. And it's also fresh as well. Now, if you were to ask me which one I would get as far as the men's version compared to the original, I would say get this one over the original, because man, this is a very, very big step up from the original. Even though the original, the men's version of the original is not bad at all, but this one here is what upgrades the original to the next level of greatness. the performance was still pretty much the same. You know, 6 hours, a little bit over that, just a little bit maybe. But I got a good 6 solid hours out of this one. The projection was good within like an hour. Then it set close to the skin, maintaining a good scent bubble that didn't wither away fast at all. You know, you do have a nice little moderate scent cloud and sillage around you where people can actually pick it up, you know, if you were to spray enough. So I wouldn't say go easy on the sprays with this. You know, spray as much as you like, but you know, the performance on this was not bad at all on my skin. Seasons to wear this, I would say you can wear this all year round, but specifically I would say this is a little bit more of a spring and fall type of scent because it does have that bergamot, giving it like a fresh oriented type of a core where you could pull it off in the summertime, but it does have a lot of warmth and captivity in terms of, like, you know, that amber and that ginger, giving it a little bit of warmth where it could be suitable for fall and winter time as well. But it does have a lot of warmth, so I would say, you know, spring and fall is a good 2 seasons to pull this one off. Age group, any age group can wear this, but I would say this is more for like the younger guys to middle age because it does have a lot of warmth and sweetness and captivity and a little bit of an immature type of a sweetness that's inside of here that is more suited for those age brackets. But if you're an older gentleman and like it, wear it, it doesn't matter, but specifically younger crowds to middle-aged crowds. Onward to the women's version. The atomizer on the women's version it's okay, you know, it's decent. It's pretty much the same as the men's, but moving right along. This one here is kind of different in terms of the women's version of the original. Is kind of different. It's a little bit more different, still maintaining that familiarity of the original, but it goes in its own direction in a good way. Because in the opening, you get this Italian bergamot that gives it like this lemon fruity zestiness with some sunblooms with a little bit of a bright floral touch, and that pomegranate gives it like this dense, rich fruitiness with that vanilla orchid, having a bright rosy touch at the same time with that Sichuan pepper, giving it like a spicy oriented type of accord that smells amazing. Once you get into the base though, it gets a little bit more warm. It gets a little bit more attractive in terms of, like, you know, warmth and sweetness, and a little bit more of an animalic touch because of that musk and that driftwood, making it unisex for men as well. Overall, this fragrance here has this attractive, zesty, spicy Italian bergamot scent accord that is phenomenal. That mixed in with that vanilla and the feminine florals that's inside of here is outstanding on my skin. This is amazing. The longevity on this one was not bad at all. 7 solid hours. The projection was good within an hour, set close to the skin. After that, giving me a nice sillage, a nice scent bubble that didn't fade away at all. That it really didn't become a skin scent to after, like, you know, the 4th to 5th hour mark, but it still had that faint like sillage to where it's still, you can still pick it up and others will still be able to pick it up. But yeah, 7 solid hours of this one. Seasons to wear this one, you know, I will say this is all year round, you know, but it does have a lot of warmth into it, but also have, you know, some floralness that makes it a little bit more for warmer weather, but it's also suited for colder weather as well. So I would say this is a good all year round scent. Any age group can pull this off. I don't find a lot of complexity with this, so I feel like any age group can pull this bad boy off quite nicely. So, Fragrance Duo Harmony. Ladies and gentlemen, I like the bottle, and I do love the smell. Like this more than the original. Ladies and gentlemen, Harmony. Yes, Lord. So, moving right along to the last flanker of the original, we have Fragrance Duo Intense. Same concept, you know, just a matted black finish of the bottle. Not too much of a fingerprint magnet, but, you know, I do like the bottle because it's black. Starting with the men's version, the atomizer on this is kind of better than the other two, if I do say so. But the atomizer on this is pretty nice. When it comes to comparison of the original, this one right here, just take the concept of the men's version and the original and just bring it to be a little bit more nighttime wear. That's dark and mysterious, that has the same component in the top of the original men's version of the black tea note is being brought back in this one. And it makes the black tea note a little bit more even like dark and mysterious in a herbaceous type of a way. You got some zesty bergamot that gives it like a dark, zesty lemon type of fruitiness that's in the opening. Then the juniper berries gives it more of a dark piney type of mysterious earthiness in the opening. You know, mid makes it more powdery, like a powdery, you know, zesty floral that's also like fruity at the same time, but in a dark, you know, nighttime type of a way. And once you get into the base, it gets animalic, it gets warm, and it also gets more mature. So overall, you just get this sweet, just dope aspect of a fragrance of the original that's just dark and mysterious. You know, just dark and sensual, dark nighttime wear, and captivating. And the performance on this one was not as good as the other ones, but it did its thing. You know, this one, as far as the men's version, I got a solid 5, maybe to 5 to 6 hours, which is not bad because the projection was a solid hour set close to the skin. You know, this one sits a little bit softer to your skin, at least on me. You know, compared to the other ones, you know, the performance was pretty solid. But this one, it kind of sat close to your skin and to your intimate area. I think where they were going with this is more of a nighttime date night type of a thing. You know, that's not too loud. That's, you know, you'd be able to pick it up, but it's more of a date night type of a scent. That's for nighttime wear, which is a great idea considering this is like, you know, like a couple's night out type of a fragrance. So I definitely see where they were going with this one, which is a good idea. Now, seasons to wear this, I'm pretty sure this is all year round because, you know, it doesn't really have, even though this is like a darker, more mature type of a version out of the other flankers, this one right here is, you know, I would say you can wear this all year round because it does have, you know, like a soft, zesty fruitiness into this, but it also has like a dark, you know, mysterious masculinity to this for like, you know, the cooler months. But, you know, I don't think it would be too cloying for like, you know, warmer like conditions because it does sit soft to your skin as a date night type of a scent. But, you know, specifically, I'll say this is all year round, but definitely wear this like, you know, fall and winter time due to that sweetness and that dark heftiness in terms of the masculine earthiness that's inside of here. So there's that. So age group, compared to the original and the other flanker, this one here is a little bit more on the mature side, the mature date night type of a side. So, you know, the other ones is a little bit more versatile as far as age group, but this one is a little bit more like towards the mature side, at least to middle age on up. So the middle age on up can appreciate this quite a bit. If you're a younger guy and you like this, it doesn't matter, wear it, but specifically middle age on up. So my final thoughts on all three of these. All three of these are phenomenal smelling. You know, I dig all three, but if you want me to choose specifically on one that I would choose, I would definitely go with RNC Fragrance Duo Harmony. This one is a very elegant smelling fragrance that is just elevated beyond heights compared to the other two. This one here is just mind-blowing, captivating, smells just tremendously well put together. I dig this one out of the other two. Even though I'm not a hater of the other two does its thing quite nicely, but it's just something about this one, man. So that's all that I have for Scent Talk TV, ladies and gentlemen. As always, you know what to do. You gotta like, comment, share, and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything, and I will see you guys in the next video. Be safe out there and be blessed and have a good one. I'm out of here. Peace.